Yo, let's do it. All right, we're going full attack mode. No, we're not holding back. I'm gonna drop 2 sorcery points for a quicken spell summoning Draconic Spirit.
Yes!
Wait, talk about the dragon. I gotta go get a dragon.
As is the role, as comes with the title of being the dragon of Avalier, you are given a protective spirit that is the original dragon who guarded the horde that is what the Golden Scythe, our entire holdings are based on the death of the horde of the dragon that used to guard the top of this mountain, and so it comes with the role. You get a free dragon.
Who here speaks Draconic? Nidus, what does this spell look like as you pop this off?
I think it's fully a coin that I keep in my breast pocket that I pull out. What is the name of the dragon? The original dragon that I don't know, had its horde on Toramuga.
Yes.
Ripside.
Hold on one second. Oh, this is in a different lore document. Why didn't I put this in the main one?
Get it. I want to know its name.
The dragon of Avalier, the coin goes up, and the spiritual form of Shao Korjan appears and says, as the gold, you see that its spirit appears as the gold piece leaves, the first gold piece that was taken from its hoard, and its spirit is summoned in its ghost, grasping for its old hoard. And the coin disappears in midair, reappearing in your pocket, and it turns to you and says what it has said every time you summoned it before. Is my memory mocked anew?
It says that every time?
Every time.
I'm so sorry.
It is. They're mocking it.
Is my yes, Shao Korshan, enemies ahead. And I'm gonna gesture to Miles' friend.
Hell yeah! That's a natural 1 on a concentration check.
Yes. No. Reveal your secrets.
Oh no!
You begin to understand why your weapon attacks were not as effective as you would have otherwise wanted them to be, as the true form.
You grabbed the wrong mini!
No, I grabbed the right mini.
Oh!
Milos goes, Guildmaster, if we had just handled business and spreads out his wingspan wide, you look at a true devil. Beholding you here in the middle of the street. Nidus, any bonus actions from you?
That was everything. That was bonus action.
Yep.
Action.
Paisha, you watch the Guildmaster facing down a being of the hells in front of you that has not walked Avalier in your lifetime.
Whoa.
I'm up, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Is there heat radiating off of it as well? Is there like a shimmer in the air, or is he just there?
The stark and clear mundanity with which this creature is here, he's not wreathed in flames, looks like some kind of devil. You smell a stink of like matted fur. Blood drips off of him. It's like the blood of a lather, like a horse that's being run to death.
Jesus
There's a dull red to his eyes, like when you think a fire has all the way gone out and you like kick a log and a couple dull red glows coming out of its eyes. It is a being of malevolent will rendered here in physical form.
Oh man.
Natty 20, baby. Fuck. Is he a fiend or is he undead? Or is
He's not a fiend or undead or anything like that.
Okay. He's just a regular
guy.
All right, so then I don't get that, but I do get my weapon, and I double that, and I get my improved divine smite, and I double that. I'm gonna burn a second level spell. Okay, I gotta do math for a second. Second level spell slot. So that's 2, 3, 1, to. I'm already running out of D8s.
People need to send
D8,
it,
baby.
you can't go for it.
Okay,
What do you need?
so yeah, I'm gonna need all that. All right, so that's weapon. That's my automatic divine smite, and then that's a second level. So that's these. I'm rolling this twice.
Great.
Wow.
I'd love to see it. Natty 20.
Ooh,
With a paladin
twice
crits.
plus. Let me see what my plus is gonna be.
million.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay. So take your time. 4, 8, that's 12, 15. 15 plus 16. 15 plus 16 is 31. Thanks. Oh, you're gonna help me a lot. 31 so far.
That's only half.
41. 50. Oh wait, I'll do that later. 51. 51 plus 12, 13. 51 plus 13 is 64.
Yep.
Plus 12, 64 plus 12 is 76.
Whoa!
76 points of almost all radiant damage, but I don't think he's gonna be bothered by that. So you see one swipe, but then you start to see these after images of like these sort of ephemeral cosmic dust and divine light just do the same exact repetition of it, like echoes of that strike. How much was that again? 76 points. of damage.
76. All of you, like everyone here is good at their job, right? But we don't have you as a ring, you guys don't have all the opportunities to see Xerxes do his job. You're seeing the job get done right now. You descend your ribbon. This guy goes from one of the most fearsome warriors in the city to bloodied and haggard and wild-eyed in a single hit. He is still up, but you have put him from at peak fighting form into real danger with a single strike of your sword.
The ring of brass.
Both. It's only so. This is like the first. This is now our second round. Xerxes and Laren, each of you for different reasons. Your belt, something on your belt, gleams, and you hear a voice on a sending stone. This is coming from Sashara Drake, who's the captain of the Chancellor's Guard. She calls out and says, "First night, we have an issue." Around you, you hear boom, 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 boom of the fireworks finale. And you hear a firework go off, and at a little bit of a delay, the ground underneath you. Boom! Something deep underground. Something happening at the same time as this finale.
No!
You also, Laren, see on your bracelet, Callum Staffwright's mask. Sashara Drake over the sending stone says, "First night, there's an attack in the labyrinth. They're attacking the Eldritch."
It was a distraction.
This was.
Get out of here?
Yes.
Should we kill these people? Or just go?
But you see, Callum is calling to you right now. You open it up. You see Callum, his face appears. The lighting on his face is strange as it moves in the illusion. It's like some lights have gone out somewhere. You see, he looks at you and says, "Architect, I beg your apologies, but there is something is wrong. We're losing power from some of the outer Eldritch batteries, and or at least it's being disrupted. The calyx, the arboreal calyx, it's asking to requisition 30% of the
No!
There are stop gaps when an engine requests that much energy. Do you want me to kill that?
Kill it.
All right." And his transmission ends as he kills that. The calyx does not receive 30% of the city's energy. That is
Just do. Yes. What's happening
We're
right
making
now?
big game time decisions.
big game time decisions. Yes.
Yeah.
She's got to get within 60 feet, which she is. She's firing off a powerful necromantic spell.
No, she's not. Counterspell.
Let's.
You got to give me the level.
Level 3. I'll roll for it.
Okay.
Counterspell's abjuration. I get to add my proficiency back on top of the ability check when I roll for this.
Copy that.
This is my city.
Now she's going for your counterspell. And give me the level you're casting it at again one more time.
3.
Third level counterspell. So she's coming for you. DC is 13. It's a 3rd level spell. And she is adding +4. So on a 9 or higher, your counterspell gets counterspelled by her.
Wait, so we want a 9 or higher, or we don't want
I
a
want
9?
an 8 or low.
Okay.
That's big odds.
Die roll low, please.
Can you counterspell? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you have it.
That's what we like to see! That's the juice! Put that in the damn engine!
Like Krisha Hollow throws a 7th level finger of death your way.
Holy shit.
Necromancers.
That was cool.
Which would have, that would have been quite bad. Laren, what does it look like when instead of that spell happening, something else happens instead?
I think another one of her sigils just appears under her feet as she's just marking this place. It's her city, and she just reaches up and grabs, and a little dome of gold that's her magic lights up as her eyes flare, and she just grabs the finger of death, and I think it feels like a squeeze, and she goes, "Not in my city!"
The finger of death in the palm of your mighty hand turns into raw ether and goes into a little battery on your belt. He's still up.
Oh my god.
You have one more attack.
You have one more attack. Let's see it.
Finish it!
Come on. Howdy doody doodies.
Hits. And I'm going to burn 1 level 1.
Let's go.
So much stuff. All right. So this is weapon improved, and okay.
A lot of base there.
So for the weapon, I know. For the weapon, it's 14 slashing. For the radiant damage, it is 15, 20, 28, 34 radiant damage.
You know, I've always wanted to do this. Hey, Luis.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
So, Tempest is just swooping, almost like a bird that's just swooping down and down, up and around. Wow, this is so much adrenaline. And I swing once, and you see this burst of this a sword just cut through him, and then again cutting through him again. And then the last one, I just swing it around, and you see Xerxes twirl that sword and then bring it right down, right into his chest, as this divine energy just pulses into him, and then just surging out of his body into a blast out into the ground. Eyes light up and turn into stars as he just screams in pain.
All of you watch Xerxes. The edge, the sort of corona of this aura around him, these red, hellish sparks. But in the center of it, it is exactly as Luis described. Stars. It's something deep from beyond. Some powerful divinity. Xerxes, you feel a part of you go out farther than you've ever felt before. And you, for a moment, feel a breath. Xerxes. And it fades.
Okay. I do an insight check on that breath.
Do an insight check.
I want to know if it was
Breath check.
disappointed or relieved or proud. Yes, any of that. Come on, baby, roll good. No. I mean, I'm so shocked at that. It's just a 12.
It's a voice. The noise, everything around. You could swear you were so deep in that moment, in that rage, in smiting this thing. It's ringing in your head, but it's the horrifying feeling of something on the tip of your tongue. And before you can, it's like trying to remember a dream upon waking if you don't have a journal next to your bed. It is the moment of, for a moment you have it and it's gone, but it sounded proud.
That'll be a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, you take 9 points of damage.
Got him.
No way.
Got him.
No.
Hey, Travis, how do you want to do this?
Let's go! Age of Arcana!
Age of Arcana.
Zared's so disappointed at the destruction of this helm. He looks over and says, sometimes they just line up for you.
Right in through the helm.
Yeah.
Amazing!
I've got my eye on you.
I got my eye on That was really cool.
Incredible. I'm going to ask. There's the spell that Lycretia was casting is, I think, in my mind, works so insane with that you've perfectly chosen the spell to counter it. So I want an opposed Arcana roll here to see how well you can oppose her with this spell.
Force powers.
She is adding a +7 to this roll for her Arcana, and I'm going to roll in front of the board and see what she gets. It's a 17. So you need to if you can beat a 17 Arcana, something is going to happen.
Okay, my Arcana is a +10, and I have an advantage thanks to Silvery Barbs.
It was all meant to be.
So I need, realistically, an 8+ on one of these. Natural 19!
Oh.
Yes!
The spell
Was it like a disintegrate or something?
No. This is why Resilient Spear is such a perfect choice. The spell that was coming your way, and Nidus's way, and Xerxes' way, was Circle of Death. A 60-foot radius sphere of necromantic energy, 8d6 necrotic damage to everybody within that. She was about to, even her own, it would have killed both of her mages. It would have killed all of her followers here. Now, in my mind, something that deals 8d6 necrotic damage, if it goes out for 60 feet, how much damage would it deal? So she goes...
Black cloud enwrapped in the bubble.
So she goes, I've always hated you. And you, scintillating blue energy, the blue of brimstone. Withering her own skin. The spell escapes and recurses and recurses and recurses. And she drops to the floor. And I will say this, Pesha. I leave it up to you because on a 19 + 10 is a 29 Arcana check. Do you want her dead or incapacitated?
We just Dutch ovened her with her own
My original intent was to keep her alive so we could get information from her. But this is pretty fabulous.
And I've got
on
some
the
stuff.
bottom like,
You got some stuff?
I've got some stuff.
Download complete.
I pulled some memes.
Some men.
Okay.
Do it.
That's right, you did your detect that shit.
Then you know what? She did it to her own damn self. And Pesha, as she like crushes in and you see the runic glow of the brimstone that mirrors and the brimstone around her necklace flashes as she crushes in. She just goes, oh, I didn't get a chance to tell her that I've always hated her too. That's it.
I want you to give me an insight check and a deception check.
Insight 19. Deception 1,000,000.
So, I was asking you to roll an insight and a deception into yourself.
Oh, the poetry.
Unravel that.
You are much better at... You are a man of many faces, and I'd love to know how Loquacious hides from how deep his love is for this person as these messages make their way across the city. Because you and I both know it's not the first time that you have protected the person for whom you care.
I'm in everyone that I speak to, I don't mention Leyren's name. And who do we know? Who's a good scapegoat? I'll say that that Dean Hollow has caused a disturbance, but we can't report on it yet because we have to run it up through the proper channels, which have been disrupted by various closures of prophecy and various vacancies of positions, and we just need time to formulate things. But I don't mention the Architect Arcane at all. And I also instruct any of my underlings who know where I am or who I am with to keep it hush-hush, or they will be immediately terminated.
The language of command, of bending powerful institutions to your will. Many masks cover the inner truth of what you are trying to do in this moment. There are a lot of stories in Exandria of mortals who stumbled their way into the Feywild and fell in love with an enchanting fairy that they met there. But there's one story of a fairy who stumbled into this world and fell in love.
Why are you like this? I'm going to begin to cast blight.
To cast what?
Did you say blight?
Blight.
Oh my
This is what
god!
we came for, fam. Let's go.
Was this called a EXU, a chill day in the park?
I wanna put my hand on Leyren's wrist.
Oh boy.
You cannot. You cannot.
He was my friend too, and he's gone because of this.
But he might not be gone. He might be stuck in there. Just like your toy.
Then if we get rid of it, whatever's stuck in it will fall down.
You cannot. The limbs of the tree, they must remain.
What?
Do you know this
Why?
tree?
The false prophecies. What I pray were lies that we heard. They spoke of the limbs of a tree that can no longer scribe. The name of our deliverance will soon be broken. Will soon be as broken as our promises. If this is that tree, we cannot be the ones who break it.
Because why?
I don't know. It's prophecy. I don't want to believe it. I do not believe it to be true. But if there's even a chance that it could be, we cannot. You cannot.
You shared the prophecy with us.
No. This is the first you are hearing it.
He just said it was false, or wanted it to be.
What did the prophecy say about the tree?
I'll recite the prophecy.
Go ahead and recite it for us.
The stars are leaving us. Our hands cannot reach. The limbs of the tree can no longer scribe the name of our deliverance. We will soon be as broken as our promises. Avalier shall fall. all shall fall. And from our folly will the hand that forged the world banish themselves from the broken thing that we have made.
Laren, you don't hear any of that. In the branches of the tree, you see the frightened face of the friend you sent away. And gone. He's stuck, just like your toy.
I can get him.
I don't see that.
I do not care about prophecy. If you do not want me to do this, you will have to stop me. And I try to pull away from his grasp.
I'm gonna hold on.
I am gonna need the people in this room to roll initiative.
I want to extract any type of legend or story that I have, any knowledge from this tree, while they're distracted.
In the chaos,
In the chaos, I don't care about this shit.
give me a wisdom saving throw disadvantage. No, sorry, charisma. Charisma saving throw disadvantage.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
No, she walks up to the tree.
She walks up to the tree.
Walks up to the tree.
I had taken 2 steps forward, but I don't think I'm close enough.
It's bad. The disadvantage. 12.
It's only
12.
DC.
You walk up, touch the tree, ask it for names. Emir Porco. The last person who touched this tree was your grandfather, and you see him reach out to touch it and hear a voice saying, "Unhand it!" as a towering ursine form. The great leader of the Gaudrashari when this tree was first placed. You see the tree of names. What has it been doing? The tree is a wall. The tree is a gate. The tree is a pen. Scribing blossoms, ley lines, writing the names. Petals falling all over Exandria. This was our bargain, Emir. You move back out. All of you watch her touch the tree and see you see Paisha's hair stretch out behind her, her eyes consumed with fire. She is rooted to the tree as though it is trying to draw her in and falls back out. That is your turn. We move down in the initiative order. On a 10, as you hold this with all your might, trying as hard as you can, this is exactly why you do not hear. Within the confines of the Meridian Labyrinth, no harmful spells will be cast upon the Architect Arcane. Dweomer, walking into the room, extends a hand and is going to do and is going to cast Disintegrate on you.
Wait, turn on your...
And as a Clockwork Soul Sorcerer, she is going to heighten spell. She walked in and saw a hold person, and she's got Detect Magic active.
No, wait.
Put your hands behind your head.
Can I have advantage on this if I roll from down here?
The boatman waits, my friend.
We doing this?
You're rolling me a con save with disadvantage.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Con save with disadvantage. Yeah.
This is a spell? Is he within 10 feet of me?
Yeah, for sure. He's got the +5.
Get Luis a t-shirt that says,
Is he within 10 feet?
His pants are just down. Everybody's always like, oh, yeah. I feel good.
Brennan, I need you to rule. I need you to make this decision because I can't, because I'll cheat.
Yeah. Go for it.
Is my sword drawn?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so either. Damn it.
Okay, so what's happening?
You're rolling me a con save with disadvantage.
Okay.
You have disadvantage, and you still get a +5.
So I have a +5. I have a +5 from you.
Yes.
I have a +8 to con saves.
Yep.
+13.
Yep.
No problem.
She would say something like,
23.
ooh.
Or excuse me, 22.
22. Okay, amazing.
It's a lot of dice.
I'll do it.
No, it's happening. You need to call
it's
that shot
happening.
now.
I'm gonna counterspell it. Yeah, you said heighten all kinds of stuff, and I only have
to roll on
one
it.
little itty bitty counterspell, but I'm not gonna listen. I can't.
Hell yeah.
I want my girl to succeed.
I
Go
hear
find
you.
my die.
Thank you.
Travis, no! All right, we are going to find a way to resolve this. I'm going to say right now that,
We're gonna burn all of our stuff on each other.
first of all, give me just a D20. I want to make sure that you are, because
I'm reading.
she's casting this at the outside of her range. She cast it as soon as she could, which means that if you're on the wrong side of Nidus,
Yeah.
she's out of your range. So we're just going to make it an even coin flip.
Okay.
You want an 11 or higher, just roll a D20.
19.
Okay, so she's within range. Go ahead and roll. You're just adding +5 to this check.
Okay. You're not gonna tell me what I need to get. You don't have to tell me.
I'll let you know what you need to get.
20.
Counterspell. Sarah,
Me?
we go to you outside. I need to know what you're doing. What are you doing? I need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I left. I'm an immediate beeline for the Cloudstone.
Okay.
I'm heading to the Hawk's Nest, and I'm heading to my office. I'm going back to that room. I just want to see, has there been attack? Has there been attack? Is anyone
The Hawk's
alive?
Nest is mostly empty. It's the middle of the night. You know, people are either out on watch or doing whatever. You go, you fly to your room. There are no documents on your desk.
Yeah, figures. I take the sending stone out of my pocket,
Okay, you take it out.
and I say, Talon 2. Talon 2, come in.
Wingspan, Talon, report again.
No!
Talon 2, I need you to listen. Listen to me very carefully. I need you to find your sister and meet me at home. Can you do that?
Wingspan, who do you think you're even talking to? I followed Egghead, and Dad, remember, code names.
Sorry.
I followed Egghead. She doesn't have any idea I'm here. She's talking to a girl at a party. She's got, I think she's a Triton because she's got like blue hair, and they're
Talon
talking a lot.
2, listen, this is
They're talking
very,
a lot, and they're drinking stuff. They're drinking stuff.
very exciting.
There's a big party. It's at the Sorcerer's University. It's there's a bunch of kids. Everyone's talking about a fireworks extravaganza. I'm not sure if it was even permitted.
Here, listen to me. Get Egghead and tell her it's an emergency. You know what we talked about before. This is important. Please get her and come home as fast as you can. Do you copy?
I copy, Dad. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Remember, code names.
Sorry. Wingspan. Roger that. Mission and objective set. Gather Egghead and rendezvous at home base. Over and out.
Out.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
You walk. You see, as he was bleeding out, the artifacts are gone. The things from the crime scene are gone. But you look, Orwin was a good eye of Avalier. And he looks up in death, and you can see from some of the drag marks here that he took a couple out with him. In his hands, you see that there are 2 magical items. They are a simple thing. You know what they are. The eyes need to use magical items like these because you guys aren't wizards, and you have to make it make sense in this world of magic and insanity and try to find reason and logic in a place that seems ruled by the belief that there are never going to be prices or consequences for any of this. They're simple magic items. There's 2 of them. They're like potions. You break them, and they do the spell that they're supposed to do. They're called Runes of Recall. You see scrawled in the script of a dying man to his old friend. He says, I don't know how much time we got. They're for your kids. They're keyed to the mom. Wishing you all the... And that's all that he had strength to write. Xerxes, you look in the tree. You see translucent face you have longed to see for many years. Before, his voice was proud, and now his face looks afraid. He looks at you in a ghostly moment and says, not like this. Blight hits the heart of the tree. Rot, and the tree sunders. The seam opens along the trunk, and as it opens, there is only fire. 2 arms push the tree apart, and the skinned face of Vespin Chloris gazes out. And behind him, you hear the true voice that has been speaking to you for quite some time. Very good, my little puppet. Vespin crawls through. The tree sunders. And the Lord of Hells gazes through. To be home again. As the betrayer steps foot into Exandria. That's all for this episode.
My puppet, Vespin.
It had everything.
Wow.